Hello everyone. Our today's topic is about the occupational health, in which we will discuss about the various occupational hazards and the health for the workers. So, firstly, we will discuss about that as the various workers who are working in the industrial areas or in various factories, they may have the chances of occupational hazards. The occupational hazards are of 5 types. There might be physical hazards, chemical hazards, biological, mechanical hazards, and the psychological hazards. So, firstly, I will tell you a little bit about the physical hazards. Physical hazards like that may be due to heat, that may be due to cold, due to vibrations of the machines, UV radiations, ionizing radiations, various kind of radiations might be responsible for any kind of physical hazards, and the light. Chemical hazards are like local application of some kind of acids, etc., or any material which causes dermatitis, etc., and by inhalation, that means by through the persons or workers breathe through the lungs, that chemical material. Various kinds of dust comes in this, various kinds of gases comes in inhalation, and their compounds may be responsible, or in ingestion. Occupational diseases may be result due to the ingestion of chemical substances like lead, mercury, arsenic, etc. And in the biological hazards, it may be occupational diseases that may be due to any kind of infectious diseases like brucellosis, leptospirosis, anthrax, that means anthracis, hydatids, or any other kind of parasitic diseases might be comes in the biological hazards. And the mechanical comes under various kind of accidents, etc. Psychological, again, that is related to the anxiety, depression, or any other disorders. So this is very important topic at the point of view of short notes and for the multiple choice questions. So as we know that little bit, as I have told, that diseases due to physical agents like heat, there may be hyperpyrexia, heat exhausting syncope, heat cramps, burns, or prickly heat might be came from this. And diseases due to various chemical agents like gases, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrocyanuric acid, ammonia, nitrogen, hydrogen sulfide, hydrochlorics, or sulfur dioxide may be responsible. And next one comes the in the inhalation. This is very important. Inhalation is very important topic in this, in which comes the two types of substances comes in this. One is inorganic or the organic. Inorganic and organic. Those are the inhalation. From the inhalation, inorganic and organic dust. Inorganic are like coal dust that leads to the anthracosis, silica that leads to the silicosis, asbestos that lead to the asbestosis, and iron that lead to the sidrosis. Organic are like cane fiber that came from the sugar cane. And it is also, the disease is called bagasosis. Next is the, like from the cotton fiber or cotton dust, that is basinosis. From tobaccosis. And next is hay fever. Hay or grain dust is also called, and this is called farmer's lung. The disease is named as farmer's lung. Various other heavy metals came in this also, chemicals, acids, as I've already told. Like, and next bio we have discussed little about, and the dermatitis, etc. These comes. The most important one is the pneumoconiosis. In this case, pneumoconiosis. This is very important topic, pneumoconiosis. And pneumoconiosis, in which mostly, as we know, this is due to the dust inhalation or any kind of particle inhalation is responsible for the pneumoconiosis. Dust particles which are larger than 10 micron, they fall down on the floor, and the dust size is less than 5 micron or less than size range to 0.5 to 3 micron, that lead to the disease. So after variable period of time, this lead to the pneumoconiosis. If the person goes for the work and on daily basis and he inhales the dust or dust particles, that will lead to the pneumoconiosis. So factor responsible, as we have already discussed, that any kind of chemical composition, fineness, concentration of the dust in the air, and the period of exposure, health status of the person exposed. So these all the things are responsible for the pneumoconiosis. If the person did not go for the treatment or did not care about his health, he will lead to the pneumoconiosis, and there is no cure or no treatment for the pneumoconiosis. So firstly, we will discuss about over here is about silicosis. It's very important. This is due to the dust particles of the silica, and the major cause for disability and mortality. And inhalation of the dust containing free silica or silicon dioxide, the formula is silicon dioxide, lead to the silicosis, and incubation period is from few months to 6 years of exposure lead to the silicosis. And what happens, these phagocytes, they accumulate the silicas inside them, and they get stuck in the lymph nodes and lead to the fibrosis of those lymph nodes. And these are called the nodular fibrosis. The nodes are called the nodular fibrosis. So the nodule fibrosis, that node size may be 3 to 4 mm in size, and the symptoms are cough, dyspnea, impairment of the total lung capacity, that means TLC decreases. And very important is what the X-ray will show. In that case, what the X-ray will show in case of silicosis, the X-rays shows the snowstorm appearance in the upper part of the lungs. In the lungs there is snowstorm appearance in the upper part of the lungs. This is the upper part lung disease of the lungs, silicosis. Similarly, the tuberculosis is also the in the upper part area we found, as that is the aerobic bacteria. So TB is found in the upper areas of the lungs, and this might be possible that the TB may combine with the silicosis patient too, and that may be lead to this silicotuberculosis. So there is no treatment, control and prevention for the disease. Only the control of dust particles and prevention for the inhalation of the dust is the treatment for this one. So next we will discuss about the anthracosis. This is very very important, silicosis and anthracosis. This is in the disease of coal workers, and this is the firstly, it has two phases. In the first phase there is simple pneumoconiosis that requires about the 12 years to develop, and the second phase is the progressive massive fibrosis, and severe respiratory disability is there and frequently result in the death in the second case. And now we will go to the basinosis. This is very simple, I will explain over here. Basinosis due to cotton fiber dust, and it takes a long time period of exposure to develop. Symptoms are chronic cough, dyspnea, chronic bronchitis and emphysema in case of the cotton dust or basinosis. And next one is the bagiosis. This is due to the inhalation of the bagasse or the sugarcane dust, and the symptoms are the breathlessness, cough, hemoptysis and slight fever. X-ray shows the mottling in the lungs or the shadows. If there is the early treatment taken in case of bagiosis, there may be resolution, but afterwards there is no any resolutions, and there is fibrosis, emphysema and bronchiectasis might be found in the case of the cane sugar. Now next we will discuss about the asbestosis. This is very very important. Asbestosis. Asbestosis is due to the silica combined with any other base, like it may be mixed with the magnesium, iron, calcium, sodium, aluminium, and it is of two types, serpentine or chrysolite. Serpentine or chrysolite. 90% cases are of this type, where magnesium and silica are mixed with each other, and amphibole type, where only magnesium is there. Asbestosis fibers are 20 to 500 micron, and their diameter might be 0.5 to 50 micron diameter. Fibers deposits in the alveoli. The asbestosis goes and deposits in the alveoli of the lungs and results in insufficient respiration and death. There might be the cancer of the bronchus, mesothelioma found in the workers and living within the persons or the workers living in the area of 1 kilometer around the factory. They are most affected. Fibrosis is in peribronchial area, as these are the lungs. So in these areas the fibrosis occurs. Over these one, the fibrosis occurs in the peribronchial areas, and fibrosis is might be diffuse or in the basal areas. This is the reverse of the silicosis. The basal areas, silicosis is in the upper areas and asbestosis in the lower areas. Clubbing of the fingers is there. There is cardiac distress and cyanosis. Sputum also shows the asbestos bodies, which are asbestos fibers coated with the fibrin. This is very important point. Asbestosis bodies, I think this is also called Kirschmann's curls. And X-ray shows in this case is the ground glass appearance, like this ground glass appearance in the lungs seen in case of asbestosis. In the lower two-thirds, especially, as I have already told, it is found in the lower areas, and it is a progressive one disease, never stops. And now the next one is the farmer's lung, that is due to the any kind of hay particles or the grain dust. If the moisture is of the any moisture of any of the grain is more than 30%, there may be development of the hemophilic actinomycetes. or fungi or algae, bacteria and viruses grow there, and they may causes the repeated pulmonary fibrosis and core pulmonary. Now we will see the lead poisoning. Lead poisoning is the plumbum that leads to the plumbism, lead to the colic, constipation, blue lines on the gums, similar to the medicines having symptom in materia medica, stippling of the red blood cells that will lead to the anemia, wrist drop or foot drop, insomnia, headache and delirium. Now the very next portion is of occupational cancers. There are many types of cancers, that develops in workers, that is the skin cancer and lung cancers, and blood cancer is very very important. Question is also asked about this blood cancer. Blood cancer is due to the any kind of dye industries or where aniline dyes are used, and that may lead to the bladder cancer, not the blood cancer, and leukemia is responsible in this. Now these were all about the various diseases due to the occupational hazard. In the next video we will discuss about the health facilities or the medical facilities available to the workers. Thank you so much. If anybody requires notes, please contact me or message me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you.